Alrighty. It's so dark. Why is this so dark? They're gonna need to turn on the light. Go get the light on real quick. And we will get started. There we go. Still dark. That's so strange. Alright, well, let's get started because honestly, I got places to go, y'all. Hi, it's me, Mila Rose. Hope you're all having a wonderful day because we are about to get into very quickly some new moon readings. And it's going to be great. Hello there. Hello. Okay, let me see. Can I make this a little brighter? Let me see. This one. And cameras. This one. There we go. Oh my gosh, it's so much better now. Okay. There we go. It's probably too bright now. But at least we can see. It was so dark. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably turn it down just a little bit. Okay, let's go because we have so much to get through. And I don't want to run late. So, because I got places to go. We're going to go through each sign. It's going to be fantastic. You're going to love it. Let me see. I also want to make sure that this is nice and clean, y'all. Okay. Very nice. And let me change that just a little bit. I'm getting it together, y'all. All right. And just a little bit. Okay, perfect. I think that'll be fantastic. I don't know why it got dark again. I will definitely have to go through and edit this. But I'd rather do that and have it where I want it than be. There we go. Okay. There we go. All right, let's get going. Whew, my goodness. Okay, so let's do this reading. We're going to start off with obviously Aries. And we're going to do things a little differently than I've been doing them just because variety is the spice of life. You know what I'm saying? This Sagittarius full moon is going to be all about living our lives, chasing our desires, going after what we want. And what better way to do that than to just be a little free, be a little spontaneous. Do the Sagittarian thing, follow some of your instincts. Don't have to necessarily think things out and be all super mindful. We've got our card for our for our Aries in bulk. That is your topic card. Okay, so what I'm going to do in my head, this is what I'm going to do. Topic card, clarifier. Then we're just going to pull out like, okay, what's coming up? And then we're going to pull up how to work with this energy if there's like any issues. And then we'll pull out some, what's it called? We'll pull out outcome and results. All right. That sounds like a plan to me. Sounds like a plan to you. All right. So our card, how did I not realize that this was like on the opposite way? Anyways, whatever, y'all can follow along. You'll be fine. Okay. So we've got the in bulk. And this card under in bulk, I believe, oh, it looks like Temperance. What is that? XV, no, it's Star card. I think I did this exact same thing with the last one. Let's go and actually see how she categorizes this card. Chariot, Wheel of Justice. Yeah, Star card. Okay. So this is all about making a wish, Aries. It's all about making a wish. It's all about taking a chance. Let's get our clarifier. What a wonderful time for you to be able to do that. I'm also gonna like shuffle these and get the cards out. Ooh, the Hangman. Yeah, there's something you've been waiting on. There's something that you have been needing to change your perspective on. It might have been causing you a little bit of stress, some issues, some things like that. This has to make sense for me logically, like by how I view this. And since I need to, I guess, invert this, I'm going to do it this way so that it makes sense about how it's laid out on the screen. There's something that you've needed to change your perspective on, and there's something that you've really been wanting, and you were trying to get that energy up to actually go after it to actually be something that's like, okay, this is what I want. What do we get? Are these cards upside down? Yes, they are. Okay. All right, so our energy that we've got is the Six of Pentacles. All right, so we are working through and trying to find some completion with our money. Queen of Pentacles is about a job. This is about money, y'all. Okay, Queen of Wands is about money, and this is about, oh my goodness. Okay, so you might have been having some issues with some money. You might have been thinking about, like, am I really making money the way I want to? Is this really fulfilling for me? Let's get a clarifier for the Six of Pentacles. And it's been something that's kind of had you feeling a little stuck. Like you want to be able to do something that's fulfilling to you, but you also want to make sure that it's something where you're not left like sitting out in the cold, being a beggar, asking for assistance. But really, truly, like, ooh, Seven of Air. Seven of Air is our clarifier for the Six of Pentacles. We have enough space for this. Oh, yeah, I don't have enough space. There we go. Seven of Air as our clarifier for the Six of Pentacles is really saying that we're trying to balance this out, and it's been something that's been on our mind. We've been racking our brain about it, and you've really been trying to find that, like, what is my path? Where am I supposed to be heading with this? And although you find some grounding, Queen of Pentacles, step into your power, find some grounding, find a way to kind of start this new thing, this wish that you make of like, bring me my path, bring me something that makes me feel safe and secure. You try to embody that. You try to take that within you, Queen of Pentacles and Aries. Let's get a clarifier for our Queen of Pentacles. Oh, we might not be doing this for long. This is a lot of shuffling. We got the Maiden of Air. You're definitely needing to, as this Hangman suggests, you're needing to change your perspective on this. You're needing to change the way that you look at this. You're needing to maybe even open up a little bit. The Queen of Wands is something that is like, there's a desire, a deep fire within you. I mean, you are Aries, and it's been wanting to come out. It's been wanting to show itself. But for some reason, you've been a little hesitant to allow that out. And it's the really like understanding how strong your power is. You got the elements, which is the ace, or the magician. And it's really saying that like you have all the resources available to you to make your life into what you want it to be. You just need to accept that. You need to honor that. You need to let that be like your truth. And then we have the Knave of Pentacles. And the Knave of Pentacles is looking at going after it, like actually putting those things into practice. So once you kind of like have your little moment, a little moment at the beginning, and then you kind of step into, you know what, I'm going to change the way I'm thinking about this. I know I can do this. I know I can make my life reflect what I want it to be. I can do work that feels meaningful to me. I can create something new. Then you embody that. You take on that will, you take on that power, and then you start putting it into place. It's based off of feeling that hope, that sense of hope. That's the star card. It's the sense of hope. That allows you to actually be able to make moves and to make this happen. Let's get an outcome card for you, because I need to make these quick, y'all. See what our outcome card is for Aries. I do not think that I will keep on shuffling these, because shuffling takes so long like this. Outcome card for Aries. Oh, you got two cards out. Oh, you got the World and you got the Empress. Really, truly, like abundance is your birthright. The world is waiting for you to step into your power. It's waiting for you to take this chance. And once you do, you're going to get everything that you want. And I think that's really, truly the only thing that matters. And then you understand that, like, if you have a desire or something that's growing within you, something that you really want, you can bring it into fruition, that you are a fertile abundant being. And then sometimes you have to kind of take that risk, take that, like, change the way that you're doing things, and it can be a little scary because it's the unknown. But when you are brave, and when you embody your desires and embody your will and put that into action, which is what you like the most, Aries, being in this space of the unknown or being uncertain is the unnatural state for you. This movement and this abundance space is your natural way of being. The magician's card, the elements, the first card, it can be seen as really like an Aries card, spring equinox card. It is the beginning of something new. It is an embodiment and a rebirthing and the will being put into action. So, like, you just need to maybe take a couple of minutes, settle down, do some meditation, but also, like, put yourself out there. Go ahead and go after it. So, all right, that's it for Aries. Let's get into Taurus. And we are definitely going to be doing this differently because that was taking way too long. So we are going to Let's do Taurus. And let's see what your topic card is. Let's pull your topic card. Ooh, Beltane. Beltane is the 7 card. No, the 6 card. Oh, so it's the Lovers. Okay. Relationships may be on your mind, Taurus. You may be in a space where you are finding some new love, but you also are looking at your, you got 3 of Chalices. You're having a great full moon of Sagittarius. Go out, have a good time, look at your attachments, have fun, farm new relationships. Like, some good energy for you, Taurus. Let's see if actually your cards come out. If not, then I'm going to go ahead and just shuffle them and pull them out. Alrighty. Move this to the side. And let's do this one. And let's do this one. All right. All right, you got the King of Wands. And with the King of Wands, we have our second pile. Clarifier is the elements. So you got a similar reading to our Aries. So King of Wands is really saying that you're feeling very bold, very charismatic. You are really feeling yourself. Like, you are feeling very confident, very self-assured. You feel like you are able to manifest and create your desires, your oh my goodness. And then you got the Magician again. When I tell you that this is a really great time for you, Taurus. Transformation, the 7 card is going to be the Chariot. So you're moving on, you're moving forward. Is the Chariot the 7? I think it is. You're moving on, you're moving forward. Let's check and make sure. Girl, have this very interesting, different. Yeah, it's the Chariot. Okay, so you have embodied and accepted yourself fully. You've accepted your desires. You've accepted that, you deserve loving connection. You deserve a life that's fun, that you're able to feel emotionally safe and stable in. And it's allowed you to move on. It's allowed you to not be stuck. I think you've been stuck for a while, Taurus, and I know these folks have been lying to you, telling you it's going to be your year, but really, it's just been rough. And I understand that because they were lying to you. You got the 4 of Wands clarified by Yule, which is 8, which is, we're going to say it's the Strength card, but she might have it as Justice. Let's see if she does it as Justice or as Strength. Oh, yes, she's definitely doing. Oh, no, because it's 13. Oh, change. Change and transformation. Okay. So you've wanted to create a very stable, secure foundation. You've wanted to have this really, like, transformational form of love and relationships towards yourself and in your overall environment. And you're finding that, like, when you embraced who you fully are, you've decided that you don't have to play small. You don't have to keep living according to these other people's rules. You can and deserve love and happiness. And when you stepped into that power and you moved on and let go of the things that were holding you back and keeping you stuck in those unhappy spaces, you created that very secure, stable, but also exciting life for yourself. And it's been brought about by the fact that you are accepting the need to have change and transformation. You've let go. All right, but we have a little Six of Swords. I think you're a little afraid of fully embracing your power. You got the Seven of Earth, and you're a little concerned about that stability. You feel like it's all a little rocky. Maybe it came across a little too easily, and you're a little afraid of like, how do I actually like maintain this? How do I actually keep this as my life? And so we got a Nine of Wands, a Four of Chalices, a Seven of Wands. I know I'm pulling more for you, but I think it's the only way that I know how to really like make sense of these. And it's really saying to work through this energy. One, Nine of Wands, you need to, or first, Nine of Wands, you need to like fully accept your power. You need to rest and be aware of and take advantage of what's in front of you and not be so worried about the past. You have to move on. You have to let go and not focus on what was or what could have been. You need to create a system. Yes, you're letting go. Yes, you're changing and transforming, but you need a system around that to support you. And then you need to and not be afraid to like share that and create community. And then to work through these feelings of uncertainty, of fear, of impermanence, tapping into that One of Swords or Ace of Swords, like tapping into this into accepting a new way of thinking about and looking at this circumstance will bring you that space of freedom, that space of like, okay, this is how I will be able to maintain this. And as your last card, you got the High Priestess as your outcome. You're going to need to do a little bit of shadow work. You've got some shadow work coming in for you. And this shadow work is definitely saying that you're going to need to go within and balance out your subconscious and your conscious, those conscious desires that are known to you and the unconscious ones. This fear that's coming from the Six of Swords, like this is the work that's coming from that Ace of Swords. What it's saying to do is to go within. You're going to need to do some journaling. You're going to need to sit down and think things through. I know you want to go out and party, and I honestly completely and totally celebrate that for you, to make yummy food, to go out really nice restaurants, to spend time with your loved ones, all of that. I really encourage you to do that. But in the meantime, like you can't do that all the time. When you take that moment to slow down, because once the fears start to creep in, you're going to need this. When those fears start to creep in, as you move towards that energy and into that, we get near to that new moon in Gemini, you're going to need to reflect about where it is you want to be, why it is you think you don't deserve these things, and then how do you create systems to support yourself to continue to change those limiting beliefs. So I do offer coaching. So if you want some assistance with that, just let me know. And I'm happy to help you out, Taurus. Great reading for you. Let's get to our lovely Geminis. Okay. All right. So we can get our main card for Geminis. Let's shuffle these out. Let's see what Geminis have in store for them. What's coming up for the Geminis? All right, Geminis. You have the Maiden of Waters. That's the Page of Water. Let's get your clarifier. Ooh, you got two cards. We got the Star and we got the King of Swords. Okay. So Geminis, you are opening yourself up to a new experience here. I think you may have been feeling a little held down. King of Swords. Well, hold on. The Star card. So there's been a wish. You've had to make a wish. There's been something you've really been wanting, and it's been something where it's something that's fulfilling, that allows for you to be able to utilize your natural skill set that you have around being a master communicator, just being really smart, very intelligent, and you've wanted to utilize that skill, but you are feeling brave enough now to actually make that wish, to actually say like, hey, I'd really like this. I'd really like to feel appreciated in this way. Let's see what we got. We got the Three of Wands with the clarifier of the Path card or the Hermit card. Yeah, so you've been offered some choices. You're feeling the fire, Sagittarius energy is coming through strong, and you've been offered some options. You're feeling very like much more secure, much more stable, much more hopeful. And now it's like, dang, there's messages coming in, there's offers coming in, and you're sitting down and you're thinking through, like, what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that look like? What am I going to do with that? And how we work with this energy, this one. Ooh, Ace of Chalices. Yeah, it's all about kind of embracing those new emotions, embracing those new feelings, being open to this experience. Queen of Pentacles, you are bountiful. You can have whatever you desire. Ten of Fire, but it's stressing you out. How fascinating that as you get more of what you want in the physical realm, it's stressing you out. Uh, but it's because you've taken on this burden, you've taken on these responsibilities, and you understand that that comes with a lot more energetic requirements from yourself. And you got the Sun card to work through that. Like, you're shining, you're being seen, you're being appreciative. And yeah, it can feel like a lot, but it is the path that you've wanted. It's the direction that you've wanted to go. We got the Five of Chalices. Now, I've had a whole new way of kind of looking at the Five of Chalices as kind of breaking us through from that monotony of the fours, so that we can have growth and change and we don't stagnate. And so here it's like this is you moving beyond, it's pushing past those feelings, that space of like where you feel so certain, you feel so secure that you're unable to enjoy what you've accomplished. And we got the Five of Air. Yes, it's all about going past. It's all about expanding and going further and following, in this sense, being able to open up your heart and to be present in this space, but also being able to transcend those thoughts that have kept you stuck in this space where you were not feeling like you could ask for more, where you could do something where you would feel truly appreciated. And how to work through that is really step into that King of Pentacles energy, that I deserve to feel comfortable. I deserve to live a life where I am appreciated and where I am financially secure. We got then the Hanged Man. You need to change your perspective and step into a little bit of that, like that security is there. So understanding and accepting that security, working through it, is the Six of Wands, and embracing that you've been victorious on this path, that you have achieved and reached the outcomes that you're looking for. Let me move this down. It's going to help you to change that perspective, to look at things differently, but also to understand that sometimes maybe things won't be moving as quickly as you want them to. If you're feeling a little stuck, it's really just that security of the situation coming into fruition and kind of just embracing that moment. Let's get your outcome card. Our first outcome card is the Magician. So that is you being able to understand and to embrace that, you are this powerful being, that you can manifest your reality and what it is that you want into the world. Like, that's really truly what all this has been about. It's been about stepping into that power of being able to take something that is an internal desire and turn it into a physical manifestation external to you. You can see it in the real world. You can experience it in the real world. Let's get your last card. The Judgment card. This is a rebirth. This is a starting of something new. This is a rising to the occasion. This is a letting go of the past and moving forward. So great reading for you, Gemini. I think that once you're a little kind to yourself and give yourself a little bit of that space to kind of see what's going and what's coming and all that fun stuff, then you'll really be able to step into that power of the situation. All right, let's get to our Cancers. Cancers. Let's see what we got going on for you for our Sagittarius full moon. Okay, let's see what's going on with our Cancers. Oh, yours came out fast, Cancer. Oh, all right, you got the Magician. Or no, you got the Ace of Earth. All right, so Cancers are working on getting that financial stability. You are working on, you might have started a new job. Maybe you're looking for a new job. You might have moved. I do need to get your clarifiers. I'm over here pulling cards for over here in your actual reading. So let's actually get those clarifiers for you for what your subject matter is. Tell us about this Ace of Earth. for our lovely Cancers. Ooh, ooh. Okay, you got quite a few cards, Cancer. Okay, so you got the Eight of Wands. So you have a lot of it's kind of like perfection. You are feeling very excited, you're feeling very open, you're feeling very awakened, you're feeling very powerful, which is corroborated by these additional cards, which is the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Chalices. You are chasing after your dreams. You are chasing after them very intensely right now. You are not letting anything or anyone stand in your way. You are feeling much more emotionally stable than what you usually feel, which is a great thing. And it's really like your fire is just lit. You are just feeling so excited about going after what you're interested in your life. There is some trepidation in it seems. You got the Five of Pentacles, but it's really saying that, like, you know, when things are too stable, you may not be willing to take a chance to go a little bit further. Let's get the card for this one, Two of Swords. And with that element of fire, which is the Page of Fire, it's really saying that you need something that's going to push you a little bit further. And in this case, with the Five of Pentacles, especially how this card is made, it's asking for help. It's being willing to say, kind of, when you've reached as far as you know how to go, or if there's a question or a concern, something you're having a hard time with, being able to ask for help. And there may be some fire signs that are out and available, and they're going to be completely and totally open to helping you out, to offering you some assistance in this situation. And they will be, like I said, happy to do so. So let's see. Hold on, let me get the next card. Okay. And then you have the Two of Swords. So with the Two of Swords, you're going to come to a decision. And this is clarified by spellcasters or the Strength card. So you have a decision that will come up once you're kind of at this space where it's like, okay, I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling very confident about what it is I want to go after. I know that there's something that I'm supposed to do in this world. And I know that my feelings are one of my greatest strengths, that the way that I'm able to create a supportive environment for myself and for others is my leverage to get myself through the door and to be this really powerful manifester. And as you start to question yourself, but you step within, you go back to, again, that internal fire, that desire that you have, and you like come back to that. And let me get a hold on. I always forget to get how to work with this energy. Seven of Pentacles, which is to create a plan. As you begin to strategize so that you're not feeling as insecure, as you're feeling more like you have a path, you're getting that assistance, you come to a choice. You come to a decision about. The Strength card is going to be saying, I hate to say it, but like, you might be having some questions about whether you deserve this, but you also might be having some questions about, like, are you asking for enough? The Strength card or the spell casting card is really one of those that's, you know, in the traditional form, it's a woman holding a lion's mouth open. You know, she's not afraid to look into the things that she fears. You know, she's not afraid to ask questions. And here it's saying, you know, like, are you digging as deeply into this as you could? And as you begin to look at those fears, look at those concerns that you have, you know, what are the questions that are coming up for you? You have so much fire in this reading. It's saying the Ace of Wands, which is really like to come back to those root desires, come back to that fire that gets you up and going, the thing that makes you feel aroused, and not in a sexual sense, in a, like, when you get up and you think about being able to do this work, or being able to go on this trip, or being able to talk to this person, you are so excited. It's that internal excitement. And going back to that is the drive behind all of this, and being able to build a life around that thing that gives you that fire, but knowing that the kindling, the thing that gives you the consistency, comes from your emotional strength, your emotional power. Let's see what else we get. The Nine of Chalices, being able to celebrate and enjoy yourself. Yes, I love that for you. Five of Waters, not being so like held back, not seeing your emotions as a weakness, not seeing your emotions as something that holds you back. It is something that breaks you forward and gives you that ability to be able to see beyond, to actually be able to enjoy the good moments. Three of chalices, and being able to understand that. This is really such a great reading for you for your full moon in Sagittarius, about being able to find the joy in your ability to be so emotionally vulnerable, to be so emotionally free, to be so in touch with your feelings, to be able to provide protection and strong spaces where people feel safe. You got the Eight of Pentacles as your last card. Our clarifier for the Eight of Pentacles is the Nine of Air. I think you are being able to understand how to kind of shift that fire, shift that water within you to create something very sustainable for you as a form of making money. So you might be in counseling, you might be in business. You know, it's just something where like you're able to utilize your emotional aptitude, but also that fire, that desire within you to make money. But I think you're feeling a little stressed, and let's see how to work through that stress. Letting go of the past. That's what it's all about. Is I think that, you know, we go from a Five of Pentacles to an Eight of Pentacles right here in this reading, and it's really one of those like, dang, what if I end up back? What if I end up in that space where I wasn't happy, where I wasn't fulfilled, where people were always like, cancers, you know? Instead, now they're celebrating you. Nine of Chalices, they're celebrating you. They're celebrating what you bring to the table. They're celebrating your wisdom and your strength. And you're a little like, oh my goodness, what if that doesn't hold, and I'm not able to stay in that energy. But I think it's really saying, you know, take that cup that's in front of you, take the opportunity that's in front of you, go with it. And your outcome card is the Four of Water. You got it literally again. It's literally just reiterating that when you accept, look how amazing she looks. When you accept that combination, that ability that you have to alchemize your feelings, your emotions, that fire within you, you can be one of the strongest signs of them all. And let's see, did we get one more? I think we just leave it with that. Okay, so there you go, Cancers. There is your full moon in Sagittarius reading. Let's get into Leos. I'm trying to see how many I can get to. It's 1:15, so I might just cut it off at Virgos and come back and do the other half later on because I have somewhere to be at 1:15. Let's see what we get for our lovely Leos. Let's see what you've got going on, Leos, for the full moon in Sagittarius. Leos, full moon in Sagittarius. Let's see what we get. Ooh, okay. Oh, there you go. Ooh. Okay, the Maiden of Earth in reverse. No worries, no worries. Let's get this card out so we can do your center one and do your outcome. Let's get a clarifier for your Maiden of Earth in reverse. All right, so you might be feeling a little stuck. You got Judgment card. You are needing to jump into releasing and letting go. You're experiencing a moment of transformation and rebirth. You are transcending. And that's what this full moon in Sagittarius is going to be for you, Leos. It's going to be you letting go and moving on just a little bit of the things that make you feel stuck, of a job that makes you feel stuck, of a house or a location that makes you feel a little trapped. I mean, just now noticing, let me move my cards over just a little bit so that they can actually be all on screen. And I don't know why this screen is so not clear at all. That's better. A little better, at least. Okay. Let's see what we've got going on here. So, oh, you've got the Five of Pentacles. All right, there's been a lot of kind of concerns around money, which I don't think is unusual with what we're going through. Ooh, but the World. I think here it's one of those where you have so many options, honestly, Leo, that you're feeling a little overwhelmed. How do we work through this? Ace of Chalice, Queen of Chalices. This is really going to be about tapping into your emotions and getting very close and in touch with your feelings. What makes you feel secure? What makes it feel like the world is available to you? And then if you have any concerns about mm, maybe reaching the height of your career, reaching the height of where you can be, and then being like, I don't know where to go from there. What's after that? What else can I do? You know, getting in touch and staying on target. Oh, got the world card again. With those feelings will help you through that because the world is available to you. You are in a very prosperous mother of earth, which is basically the queen of earth. You are in a very prosperous space in your life right now. This full moon in Sagittarius is bringing you all of the money, all of the wealth, all of the great things, and opening yourself up to that, allowing yourself to dive fully into that, to support that, to make plans related to that, to work with that energy, e- especially if you, especially if right now you're feeling that you would like to. You'd like to have a really stable home. You'd like to have a job that brings you a lot of joy, that you feel like, okay, I'm so excited about getting up and going, where you feel fertile, where you feel like you can create things, where you feel like you can manifest, but you've had to kind of revamp all of that. You've had to redo the entire way that you go about that process. And now you're like, man, my world was rocked a little bit and I'm a little uncertain if I can handle that. This full moon in Sagittarius is just continuously saying you can do that. Now you have a tower moment. Let's see what the tower moment is about. It's about the Seven of Waters. Yeah, there's definitely something feeling wise here that's underlying some of this uncertainty. Let's see how we work through that. The Four of Swords, you do need to take a break. I think you're overthinking. I think you're overwearing this. I think there's so many concerns about kind of what could have been, should have been, like things that, you've experienced before and that you're trying so hard to be successful that it's kind of knocking you off your game. You have this tower moment that comes in, clarified by that Seven of Water, and the Seven of Waters, the Seven of Chalices, Seven of Cups. It's saying that like you have so many options available to you that you're just like overwhelmed. It's like there's so many good things going on that it's overwhelming you. Ten of Wands is literally being overwhelmed by your responsibilities that you've taken over, take it on. Seven of Earth is saying that like you're really digging in, like you're feeling that competition, but you're feeling like you're coming up on top. You're needing defend yourself. It's saying that you're watching out for competition. Like you're like, I know I'm going to be on top. I know I'm going to be successful, but there is some shadow work that you need to do. Leo is basically what this reading is saying. This reading is saying there is shadow work for you to do that is around the topic of being able to trust yourself, being able to empower yourself, being able to feel that like you can achieve whatever it is that you desire, and that you don't have to be constantly watching behind your back because you've taken on so much and you're trying to be so much of the best that you're worried about the next person coming up. Being able to go within and being able to like explore why you're feeling that fear, but also why you had all this earth, this wonderful earth energy, mother of earth, Eight of Pentacles, the world twice in your reading, and yet you're sitting over here like picking on so much and not having that discernment needed to know like where your path is really going. Let's get your outcome card. Let's get your outcome card. Outcome card for Leos. Got two of them. Oh, you got three of them. Okay, I don't even know where to put these things. There's so many of them. Let me see. I can move these over a bit. So I'll do that so I have some space for your three outcome cards that you got. You got the 10 of air. You're literally just stressing yourself out. 7 of air. Again, feeling overwhelmed by your options. And then you got the Ace of fire. You gotta tap into, you're literally Leos. You gotta tap into the fire. You gotta tap into what gives you that sense of self-confidence, what helps you know that you are that girl, you are that guy, like you're a boss. The world is literally at your fingertips. And when you look at this 10 of air here, we're seeing that it's kind of a repetition. This is a moment that you find yourself in often. You are on top, you're getting things done, you're manifesting, you're getting all the stuff you want in your world, and then you start to doubt yourself, or you look around and you're like, there's more I could do, there's more I could do, there's more I could do. And then you're like, okay, well, maybe I need to take a little break. I'm getting really overwhelmed, but you keep going, you keep digging, and you're like, I can't stop, because if I stop, the competition will get ahead of me and then I'll be behind. So there's that shadow of like, not feeling good enough, not feeling capable enough, that keeps kind of bringing itself over and over and over again, reiterating itself through that 10 of air, that 7 of air, and the ace of fire, which is really saying like, this is, while this might be what you have used previously to be the fire that keeps you going, it's not sustainable. And I think that's where that ace of, or that maiden of page going in reverse is that it's not sustainable to stay in this cycle of using a fear of others that may come behind you and take what you have done and surpass you, or to go beyond you, or for you to not be able to be seen and recognized. It's not a sustainable way to keep bringing you to the world. You have to redo this. You have to be reborn and go within and do that work. We have to find, I got to get another card from to help you figure out like, how do we get that reborn Queen of Swords? Queen of Swords is very capable of knowing discernment, of being able to pick and choose. A lot of these cards are about options. A lot of these sevens are about options. They're about other people. They're about, Seven of Cups is about like relationships off options. Seven of Earth is all about job options, about, like you're just really excelling in a lot of things. Seven of Air, or Seven of Swords, is about like feeling like you have to be a little bit cunning. Again, it's that worry about competition. It's a worry about staying ahead. And the Ace and the Queen of Swords is really saying like, hey, yo, you need to just learn how to communicate about what's going on with you, set firm boundaries, and then claim what is yours. Like step into that world energy, step into that fire energy. We're going to leave this. I want to do more for Leo, but maybe I'll start being one of them people who does extended readings, and I'll put it like on Patreon or something, and you can purchase the extended reading if you want to see more. So I'll work on getting that for you, Leos, because you got a lot going on here, and I don't want you to fall into a cycle of just being stressed out at such a really wonderful, vibrant moment. All right, we're gonna do our Virgos, and then we're gonna head out, and I'll be back to finish out the last of our full moon in Sagittarius readings once I get back this afternoon, probably this evening, honestly. So let's do our Virgos. Virgos, full moon in Sagittarius. Virgo, full moon. Okay. Maiden of Air in reverse. So many reverses coming. What is going on, y'all? Okay. Maiden of Air in reverse. You're feeling stuck as far as ideas go. You've kind of been in that same space about how you think about things. Eight of Chalices, particularly in how you're approaching something that you need to walk away from. Maybe a relationship you need to walk away from. A way of looking at yourself that you need to walk away from. Let's see let's make sure your cards are nice and shuffled. Virgos, full moon, Sagittarius. Okay, let's get these two out and ready to go. Okay, let's see what's going on. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you've been looking at your work options. You've been manifesting and working on creating something that is very fulfilling to you, that you feel, yeah, Ace of Swords. And it's also something that you have, it inspires you. You've been working on kind of pursuing a new goal intellectually. So you might have been studying something, you might be in school for something, you might have just been researching something, and now you're feeling like, okay, I'm ready to go out there. I'm ready to see this thing come to light. And it's offering you different work options. It's offering you different ways to provide for yourself. Two of Wands. You also have some choices. You, when it comes to your creativity, when it comes to the thing that makes you feel alive and awake. So, and that was around Nine of Earth. Yeah, you're really looking at like new forms of creating money for yourself that make you feel very grounded, very secure, like they're very sustainable. A Nine of Earth is very sustainable energy. You're kind of chilling and taking that in. So there might be a move related to this. So maybe you've been feeling like you're stuck in the same place, you're stuck in the same job, and that you've got options coming in. So it's like, okay, which one's gonna get me out of this cycle? Which one's going to take me to the next step? And making that new choice, yes, the new choice, the Ace of Wands, that thing that makes you feel excited, that makes you feel aroused, that is also very supportive of you emotionally. Like it's taking you to a space where you are in touch with and able to kind of like experience new emotions with different people. You're not in the same space anymore. You're not in that same feeling anymore. You had to walk away from something and you're trying to open up the door to something new. And that something new is coming in and it's something that again makes you feel very excited and you need to ask for some help there. You know, ask for some help there. Don't be afraid. Don't sit there and minimize yourself and be worried about whether you're actually able to achieve this, whether you're actually worthy of this. You're moving out of the darkness into the light. And as you move out of the darkness into that light, you get the Three of Fire. Oh my goodness, so much fire, so much goodness coming along. Um, and this is Venus in this deck. Like you're feeling very excited about something, someone, these new options, like they have woken you up. You're feeling passionate, you're feeling desirable, you're feeling like this is the direction I have needed to go in to get out of this dark, stagnant space where I'm overthinking, where I'm overwhelmed, and where I'm in relationships that do not satisfy me for a long time. And here, your last card, Ten of Wands, is really saying is to work through this energy, is saying to not see this as that if this feels stressful, if this feels overwhelming, to see this as something where it's a responsibility that you've decided to take it on. You've got the Ace of Earth. This is a new way of understanding who you are. It's a new way of which in this case would be like a pentacle coming up out of the earth. It's a new way of supporting yourself and supporting people that you care about, and of maintaining your own well-being, that is like the flip side of that maiden of air that's all upside down. Like you've had to let go and move away from those relationships that are draining you, the relationships that are taking up all your time and energy, the jobs that's draining you, to come to that Ace of Earth and that Two of Water, to allow yourself to move on, to let go. So a new job, if there's something new that comes up that is in alignment with you, that you feel passionate about, that you care about, a new job, a new relationship, new connections, move towards those things, even if they do feel a little stressful. It's a responsibility that will feel good because it's one that you want, it's one that you desire. It makes you feel fulfilled, it makes you feel happy, you feel joyful, you feel appreciated, you feel like this is something you actually want to do. Whereas in the past, you might have had something that was new and fresh, but you didn't feel joy in it. You didn't feel fulfilled. You felt overwhelmed emotionally, and like there were that you were not seen, you were in the dark, and you need that recognition. I know there are people who like do it for you, but like this recognition is important for you because you put so much of yourself into it. Ten of Wands, you put so much of yourself into everything that you do, that if you're just left in the dark and people are like, oh, okay, because like that's their expectation of you, that's not okay. Like that's not okay. And you understand that, you get to this point, you get pushed to this point with this maiden of air where like mentally you're beginning to see that like I cannot stay in this space. It is time for me to go, because although I am a earth sign, I need those other elements. I need to feel excited about what I'm doing, that what I'm doing is helping other people. I need to feel appreciated for the work that I do, because you're a caregiver. You're taking care of others. You're providing service. And I need to feel like my thoughts are appreciated. I need to feel like people want to hear what I have to say. And I need to also feel like I have a supportive community around me. Who are you in service to if you do not have people around you? If you're just in service to yourself, and although that's great for you, it might not feel as fulfilling as being able to care for your community, to see yourself being able to do something larger than just what's for you. And you love having that impact. You love being able to influence and impact yourself and the world around you. And if somewhere where you're at currently you're feeling stuck, that's just not it. That's not it. That's not the move. So we're moving on. We're letting go. Chariot, Five of Pentacles, asking for help, using that community, using your connections, taking on and understanding that that responsibility is something that is going to continue to fuel your fire. It makes you feel that what you're doing is important and has value, because what you do is important and has value. And that this new route is the route that will lead you towards that feeling of love and appreciation for yourself and for others. Great reading. All right, that's going to be it. I will be back this evening and we'll finish up the last 6 signs. Thanks for watching, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Okay.